Hi everybody, Jen with Parmele, and I'm visiting today with Blake Leitch from our VA team. Thanks for joining me, Blake.
Thanks for having me.
Today we're going to be talking about a topic that is a lot of big words. It is called the duty to assume soundness. I have no clue what that means. So Blake, why don't you tell us about this in layman's terms?
Yeah, so essentially, if you're a veteran, you know what I'm talking about, that when you join the military, you have to go to MEPS. MEPS is where you go and you're evaluated for everything to ensure that you're healthy enough to join the military. It's the same place where you see when someone's raising their right hand to join the military. That's another room right next to MEPS. Every veteran, they've been there and they know what we're talking about. So when you go there, they just scour through your medical records to find out and make sure that there's nothing that can prevent you from service. That's what most people think. They're actually doing two things. They're also ensuring that they can document all those conditions. So when you do get out of the military, the VA doesn't now have to pay you for, let's say you broke your femur playing football. Well, if they didn't catch that as a documented condition and you join the military and you break your leg on a road march, well, that was a pre-existing condition. The doctor's going to be able to see that when they're repairing it, and then it's a whole big mess. So when you're filing a claim for a broken femur and they see that was an existing injury, the VA is going to rate that in a whole completely different way. So if that condition wasn't there, they assume that you're sound and they have to start you at a 0% rating, essentially, where you were fine, you were sound. So it gets a little confusing, but really essentially what it means is you were just fine when you joined the military and you weren't when you got out. So they're gonna rate that like accordingly.
So let's talk about mental health and this whole duty to assume soundness situation. That can be, I would say, emotional for many people.
Yeah.
It can be embarrassing. And veterans may also think, I don't want to talk about how I grew up, my childhood or whatever. So how does mental health and stability and all that play into this process?
Yeah, great question, because what it comes down to is the VA often, when you're trying to write a buddy statement or something like that, they will use it against you if you diagnose yourself with something. So use that right back at the VA. So many times when you're being evaluated for a mental condition, they'll ask the question and they'll say it like this: tell me about your childhood. How was your childhood? What happened in your childhood? I'll always recommend you to say, my childhood was normal. Well, and here's why. We're not doctors. We can't diagnose ourselves, let alone being able to diagnose ourselves for something that happened 30 years ago when we were 6 years old.
And normal is subjective.
Absolutely, 100%. I'll give you myself as an example. So when I was 4 years old, my dad left me. I was 11. I don't remember a single day of my entire age of being 11. That could be concerning. But when I joined the military, they didn't ask me anything about my childhood. I was never diagnosed with it. I never went and saw a doctor or anything that I can remember. So if I was never diagnosed with something, it's not on record. When they asked me that question about my mental health, when I went and saw somebody for evaluation of PTSD, I told them my childhood was normal. What's normal to me? I have no idea. So don't go in to explain too much, because one, you were young, you don't remember it that well, as much as you think you do. Or they had the opportunity to ask you those questions when you joined, and they can't bring that back up now.
Okay, that's a great point. And also we would want to say for sure that you want to be honest,
100%.
but don't purge.
Yeah.
Like, give them enough information, but you're not going to want to go into all this extreme detail.
That's right. Yeah, don't hide anything.
Right.
We'll never ask anybody to lie or hide anything during the VA process. Not the right thing to do. But just be honest and answer questions that they ask. Don't ever give more information they're asking.
Perfect. That's a great answer for that. What else would you say to a veteran who is, looking at issues that would fall in this category?
The one I see the most is sports as a child. When you're injured in some way as a child, and for whatever reason that wasn't caught on your records. They even have I've seen where militaries actually kick people out because of these childhood injuries they didn't divulge when they joined because they forgot about it. Can you forget about it? Well, sure, it can slip your mind. I've got a 9-year-old son. If he broke his leg, he may not be thinking when he goes to MEPS and they ask him about injuries, oh, when I was 9 years ago, I broke my leg. No. And if that was in a medical record, they were on, something happened wasn't in his medical records, they can't hold that against him in the VA system unless they can prove that he was lying when he joined or she was lying when she joined. So yeah, it's just those physical injuries that happen when you're a kid, you don't remember. They can try to bring up, but they just can't unless, again, they have physical proof through medical documentation that occurred.
Okay, so as a civilian, let me ask you, at MEPS, do they get your past medical records?
Yes, you have a duty to provide your past medical records to them.
Okay, so as we wrap this up today, the main points I would say that we're bringing home on this is be honest, but don't overshare.
Yeah.
And what else? What else would you like to share on this?
Yeah, I mean, it goes right along with that. I already said it is just don't give them more information than they're asking for.
Well, thank you for being with us to talk about this today. If you're a veteran and you are looking to increase your disability percentage, or you would like to appeal a claim that has been denied, we want to help you. So contact our office. You can call us at 866-889-2570 and just tell them you want to talk to someone on our Veteran Affairs team, and we will schedule a no-cost consultation for you and review your case just to see, and we can schedule a free consultation with one of our VA accredited attorneys. So, and that's at no cost to you, as it should be. So thank you so much for joining us today. If you learned something new, if this was valuable to you, please like and subscribe to our channel, and make sure you share this with someone else who may benefit from it. Thanks so much and have a great day.